All right, so we before we went on the adventure of getting the hotel. Does anybody remember what was happening? That was
I was looking for a way to
forever ago.
solve the werewolf issue.
You were looking for what?
A way of solving the werewolf issue. The
What
building.
was
Okay.
the werewolf issue exactly again? I remember you guys went
The
into the Umbra and I did
twin buildings
not.
of knowledge. We're looking for the sister building of knowledge, or tower of knowledge, or library of knowledge. Something about knowledge.
Yep.
We had to fix it.
Yeah, we have to
So, you're looking for the building's mate.
yes.
Okay.
Um,
What
and
what what purpose does that serve again?
So we can use their node.
To get Q?
yeah, yes,
Yes.
there was an agreement between the characters and the werewolf. If they search for this building's mate, they can use the that pond, the model boat pond, and
Mm-hmm.
get Q. Also, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think Vic was kind of thinking, what other roads do we have to go down to try to figure out this wonkiness with Seattle?
True.
Being the wonkiness being this weird untetheredness that's going on.
Yes.
Okay.
Just
And
fixing
then
the twin.
I was also going to try and figure out what's going on with
What's going
the
on?
sister.
With the what?
The sister of the guy who went splat, like on episode 1.
Violet? Was it Violet? Am I thinking?
Yes, Violet.
I don't know why I remember that. Never remember anything.
Okay. Okay, I just had to pull up some notes for that. What about you, Zenori? What were you?
I don't remember. I feel like I was helping Sani with something, but I don't remember what. I feel like he was researching something, and I think I was helping him, but I
So
have no recollection.
you two were looking into these impossible deaths. Uh, the one that you two were specifically looking to was the one that happened in Trent's apartment building down in the restaurant or the bar. Um, a lady went splat on the ground.
I thought that was Violet.
No, uh, her Violet is the sister of the brother that almost landed on top of.
There's so many people falling from the sky. I get them
Yeah,
confused.
people are
Yeah,
splatting everywhere. It's
but
okay.
the weird thing about the bar one was that the roof is only about 8 feet, maybe.
So
Uh,
I was
Oh yeah, that's
Wasn't there
right.
somebody in like a Walmart or something who
Walmart.
also like
Yes.
got thrown, like they were thrown from a car, but
mm-hmm.
inside
It
of
was.
a Walmart?
Yep. She experienced a deadly car accident while walking in Walmart.
And I was thinking possibly overlap from realities.
What do you mean?
If there's more than one reality, and something in the same location in that reality happened, then there's a crossover.
Same person, different reality?
Well, not even that, just different reality in general crossing over. So the momentary blip, there was a car there for a brief second or microsecond, and that's what caused the issue because there were tire tracks.
Well, but didn't she also have a seatbelt mark?
Mm-hmm.
She had like a seatbelt bruise across her, like.
Yep.
So possibly same person, same location,
Different.
micro split of time. Like if she was in an accident at the same location in a different parallel universe, and they crossed over at that moment. Because there was a physical car there at some point due to the tire tracks.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing that's been happening here is there's been some kind of superhero or vigilante dude. Uh, the the last news report you remember him on was he crashed into a building called Eight is Enough, I think is the name of the place. Yep, Eight is Enough. He just took a car going like 80, jumped out of it, and it blew up in the building. Some people survived, and they came out and they started just beating the crap out of the kid. Uh, Somebody got their attention, and oh wait, was it somebody got their attention or did something explode?
Your story.
Yes, but it's been a long time. Hold on, I have it in notes. Um, okay. Okay, the bar actually explodes. Sorry. So the car went crashing into the bar. 5 people came running out, started beating up the kid. The bar explodes and it knocks the 5 over. And the driver stands up and hobbles off, pulling up his mask. Those are the things that are going on in your neck of the woods. The ship docks with the Space Needle. Uh, Everybody gets off the boat. They start getting the sleepers some help, whether it's going to be mind erasing, or in that one girl's case, de-aging. And um, what's his name? Alavi and Nia come and greet Yuzanori. And she talks about how awesome this place is, and starts talking about these weird, sounds like Willy Wonka type rooms that she went and visited. She was like, "There's one room where we could fly."
I don't know if I hope she's a mage or not. But if she's not,
She's very.
would that make her a squib?
Not exactly. So, mages don't mages don't have a problem with waking people up. They know that like once you become awakened doesn't mean that you're going to be a mage. You're just now aware of everything. It's just that mages would prefer people to wake up to the reality that they specifically believe in.
Mm.
Because technically, all 3 of you believe in a slightly different reality. That's the reason why your magic works.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, no, no.
I mean, I guess as long as it's not putting her in immediate danger or more danger, then, you know. I suppose it's fine for her to go hang out in the flying room. Yeah, I'll just chat with them and, you know, ask her about what flying is like and make sure everything's okay with the lobby.
Excuse me?
Is
Yeah,
there anybody who can help heal
On the
me?
91st?
Considering
Yeah.
I basically have the
Poor
equivalent of like
Trent.
a kitchen towel tied around my gashing arm like wound.
yeah. Somebody could come over and administer first aid to stop the bleeding. Uh, they're like,
Here's a box of band-aids. Wait, but I no help.
Magically.
don't you guys have like some kind of like life and entropy mage that went with you? I mean,
He made it
He-
worse. Actually, that's
He
not true.
no, he actually didn't for once, but he's also busy concentrating on not destroying everything around him.
I don't think he had life.
He does.
he does have life, just not
At least
enough.
not high enough. Yes.
Well, that's why I supported him. Not that I have life either, but I'm just like, I tried to help him focus.
I've got enough life for me. That's about it.
Uh,
Focus. Focus
they
on
get you properly bandaged up and reduced by 2.
So now the automatic healing can heal lethal but not aggravated, right? For new game.
Correct.
Okay, so I did that. So 2 points, basically 2 bashing, 1 lethal, whatever, similar to, right? That's what we're talking about?
Hmm?
Okay. So I still have 2 lethal.
Why did
Okay.
Georgia get typed in here?
Hmm?
I just noticed under my flaws for Ketanaka it says jealous Georgia. It's just supposed to say jealous.
Supposed to be jealous, Judy?
Um, all right. What does anybody else want to do?
I still might want to visit our vet friend to see if I can't get this further addressed.
Your what friend?
The
Teddy.
vet that we have that's kind of on Vic's payroll for fixing people up.
Oh, the vet friend. Gotcha.
Yes. Teddy.
Teddy? Okay.
It's like,
Yeah.
damn it, man, I'm a veterinarian, not a doctor.
He's not magical, so I mean, the best he could do is first aid, which basically was covered under this rote of what this guy did.
Oh. So it requires magical healing to fix what I've got going on?
So no, I mean, you will heal naturally, and they will, um, they can, um, give you more magical healing. But like he is just regular heal. Like his like the first heal attempt that's done to it is all that can happen with the regular um, intelligence medical
Okay. So he
medicine.
can't do any more than what's already been done, at least
Right.
for a period of time or something, then I can try again, basically.
Like
Okay.
unless you were in surgery, that's the only time they can do better. But
Okay.
the
Okay.
idea is that if you're in surgery, that means that you're really bad. So that's why they have that.
I mean, it was pretty bad. It was what, 5 lethal in one shot from
Yep.
a claw?
Twitch wants to know if Trent is slowly dying like when Frodo got stabbed.
Well, it's slowly going in the other direction, but
The reverse Frodo.
Trent is uncomfortable with this amount of bodily harm.
What a weird phrase.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so I know what your character's not into.
Yeah. No.
All right. So yeah, everybody gets debriefed, and you guys all leave. Probably go and get sleep.
So
Sleep would be
what
good.
does anybody like know what's gonna happen to that hotel or like I mean, yeah, we got the people out of it, but there's still like a
It just
chunk of reality missing.
That's fine.
floats forever.
It's better to let that stay gone than to try to bring it back and to explain people why.
Why it came
why it's
back
now
again?
here.
Okay.
You guys also find out that it's now Thursday.
What was it when we left?
Sunday. It was the February 9th, and now it's February 13th.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
And to us, we were gone, what, a day?
Yeah, maybe.
But it's mostly like it felt like it was day. There wasn't really like day-night cycles out there, right?
Right, there was just this weird...
Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure if you saw, I posted that picture from our trip. Apparently now it's been 3 years to today.
Has it really?
Mm-hmm.
It both feels like it's been longer and shorter at the same time.
It was the one that you took when we were all at the comedy club. We were all sitting around
Oh,
the table.
yep.
Yes, you all were.
Hey, you guys are invited.
Kind of in a whole different state.
I mean, we were also all in a
Technically,
whole different
so
state.
were we.
I was gonna say, they started in a different state too, but they traveled?
To a different country.
I was gonna say, they make these things now that you can board on. They're metal tubes with these long
They pull you back on this really tight
flaps.
rubber band, and then they let you go.
Let's say spaceship.
Catapult. It's a cat that launches you. Thanks, Pierce Anthony. Okay. Um, I don't feel like Zen had anything in particular that she was like really keen on. She was just helping other people. So
Okay, who wants to do what?
After sleep, I want to go to my club thing. I want to see if I can pull up some more Q. And then
Okay.
I want to start looking for Violet.
I'm at a loss.
I'll up the time to nighttime.
nighttime. Daytime. You said you're going to your club to look for Q?
Quintessence. Yep, that's my node. It's a venue
So we're
that
just collecting resources.
Trent is before he goes to look for Violet.
Well, if that's the case, then Zen's gonna go to her digital web and go find that bar and get some Q of her own.
Okay.
My Q's better than yours. I am now imagining Star Trek Q's like arguing with each other.
um. Yeah, Trent, you go to what's the name of that bar again?
I don't know.
El Corazon.
Yeah, that sounds
Corazon.
right. Can we have Voodoo Glow Skulls playing?
What?
I
mean, if
said,
you want.
can we have the Voodoo Glow Skulls playing there? It seems like it would be their kind of place.
Um. I thought there was a person that tends to hang out there.
The bartender.
Yeah, but I guess I didn't
Mateo or
never get
whatever.
him listed as connected to that place.
Yeah, he's the bartender. And then my mentor chick, I don't know that it was really her scene, but she found me there originally.
Gotcha.
So I don't know that she would frequent it often, but
When was the last time you seen your mentor person?
I don't even know that I've seen her since we've started playing.
Okay. But yeah, Mateo is there. He slides you a cheap beer,
Yep.
like you always seem to get, and
Good old PBR.
It's like, how long has it been?
Too long. Way too long. How you doing?
Same thing.
Anything fun or exciting happened here since last time I've been here?
Nah, it's pretty much the same every night. That's why I like the place.
I was gonna say that's one of the benefits, in my opinion, of me coming here.
You didn't bring any more of those men in suits for you, did you?
No, not that I'm aware of. That guy turned out to be a complete dick. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I've run
Um,
into him a few times, and it's not been pretty.
well, glad to have you back.
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
We'll
Did you guys
hang
actually
out for
grab
a
that
little.
money out of that safe?
No,
Okay,
the
just
floor started collapsing, and I think we moved off all
okay.
away from that. I'll hang out and just BS chit chat off and on as he's got time with him. Watch whoever's playing. At some point, I'll make my way onto the floor and mess around in the pit for a little while, because that's kind of, I think, what actually charges my queue anyway.
okay.
Do I roll
Yeah, I
something
mean,
for that, or how does that work? I don't even remember. I've only done it like once.
no, there's no real role for it. You just got to spend time doing it.
Okay. And
But
I get what, 1 point, I think, because it's only a
yep,
tiny
your
note.
note is 1. So yeah, he talks with you for a little bit. And yeah, I mean,
Just hang
nothing
out,
to do.
a few beers. I'll give him a good tip. And then probably somewhere around 1-ish would be when I would leave, unless something happens to make me leave earlier. But
Gotcha. All right. Zen, you log into your digital web. You have I had the name of your assistant.
My assistant?
Yep, you have an AI that you built.
Oh, my bike?
No, you have an AI in the digital web that you built.
Oh.
It started with a
Uh
Y or something.
yeah, that was that hold on. God, it's been a while.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
gonna be angry. Just build them and
they're AI. Go do stuff. Go have fun. You have background processes, right? Go do those. Go source the Amazon Music library for me and find what I like. Make yourself useful.
Yeah, weird. I don't even have it all on your character sheets on Scobbird. But I remember it was a thing.
Why didn't it?
Was it my dog? Like it was my like guardian inside like my digital web home?
It was, but I don't think it was a dog.
Yeah.
Well, there was a dog thing in her
Yeah.
backstory
Yeah,
with Sonny.
his name is Jindo.
Jindo. Oh, it doesn't start with a Y at all.
No, it's Jindo. Jindo. Not Jindo.
Duh.
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 Okay, so yeah, Jindo is there waiting on you.
I'll give him some ear scratches.
It pants and does a little spin around and um does so I know it's I've never pictured it as a dog. So
So,
does it communicate? What does it do?
yeah, I guess if anything, it could be more telepathic, or it could be sort of like the aeronaut's windlass, like I understand its language, sort of thing. Uh, in the show with like the seven people and they sang "Heya," uh, they had like interconnected mental powers.
All the 8 of them.
What?
Is that where the James
Oh,
Butler
Sense Eight.
Yeah,
Sense
you
8.
remember the fighter chick? She had a dog she had to give away. That breed
Mhm.
is a Jindo.
Okay,
That's what it looks like, so you can imagine what it looks like. Anyways,
gotcha.
um, but yeah, I imagine it being a mixture of like happy-go-lucky and like um, what's his name from Batman? Alfred.
Oh, okay.
If you can imagine Alfred as like a young, happy-go-lucky version of himself, I imagine that's the kind of personality that Jindo has.
I really can't, but I'll try.
That's a weird juxtaposition of character personality
It's
traits.
my brain. What do you expect?
Fair enough. Um, so, uh, actually, I like the idea. It talks to you through speech bubbles.
Ah,
Uh, and it pops up a status report. Um,
okay.
and like it goes bark bark, and then the speech bubble comes up status report.
Oh, his name. He is a Jindo, but his name was Seraph. That's what it was. Seraph, like the font. Okay,
Oh,
I remember it now. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Still
um,
don't know why.
get that written down
Still don't
somewhere
know
for
why.
me so I can remember that. Um, and then it it's um, it barks again and pops up another speech bubble that says it seems there was a data leak within the last 3 days.
What? Show me.
So yeah, it starts leading you deeper into the digital web, into your you have some kind of domain there that you built.
Yep, Lintu Kodo. It's like a Japanese like terrace mini castle thingy.
Hmm. It starts leading you down into the depths of it. These are rooms that you never knew before.
It's okay.
Um,
I just imagine it like the TARDIS. It does what it wants.
uh, you get down into this one room, and it almost kind of looks like a dojo.
Okay.
And it barks and it says the data leak came from this room.
Okay. I will run whatever form of diagnostic it is when you're already inside the digital web.
Give me an intelligence technology roll. Um, so you go into the room and you realize um, there's uh, there's like a hanging tapestry, but the image on it doesn't look quite right. Like it doesn't have a flow that made sense. It just kind of looks like it's broken up. And
Is this like a Mario 64 tapestry type looking thing?
um, it would be a tapestry that would kind of actually make sense in a dojo.
Okay.
Sorry, I do not have an image ready.
No, you're fine.
Um, but it's it has some it has some like Japanese letters on it, and then it has what looks like it could have been something that flowed, but it's just all like messed up. It's all out of sync.
Okay. Uh, is it something that I could try to reconstruct?
Yes.
I want to do that.
Okay.
I'll pat Seraph on his head again. See, good boy. Thanks. Thanks for showing me.
Um, what is for puzzles in this game? I guess academics could be puzzles.
Enigmas.
Enigmas is not in fifth edition,
Well, God damn it, it should be.
but that would be a great one.
Um,
Um,
Is it like just a mental puzzle?
um, so you get up to it and you start like touching it.
Insight?
I guess insight would be okay. So this will probably be an intelligence insight check. But you go up and you touch it, and you realize that you could shift patterns over, but only one piece at a time.
Okay.
It's just like those little number things where you can just slide one little block around and you're trying to like.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you start shifting at it for a while, and finally, I don't know, it takes you about 30 minutes or so, and you finally get it shifted into place, and it glows and it reconnects, and now it looks normal.
Mhm.
Um, uh, does your character speak Japanese?
No.
Okay.
Why,
Um,
why, yes.
I'll translate.
give me a wits technology check.
Do I get a bonus for my specialty in academic technology for that?
Sure. All right. So yeah, it comes back and it said, uh, it reads, "This gift is for you," or loosely translates to "This gift is for you."
Immediately dubious.
I gotta say, who would be
If it's a
doing
link, I don't click on it.
that?
A Nigerian prince is
um,
offering you $21 million.
but with a 4, you can actually tell that you can actually grab. Uh, you can grab some data that it seemed that the data leak went through this tapestry, um, and you could see that the data that left was more about information of your um, uh, building construct castle, and but it pushed back data of a training room.
And I assume the training room is what's in here right now.
Mhm.
Is there any sort of like signature or anything to this gift?
It has no additional information.
And there's no way I can like trace it back to its original source.
It looks like once the data packet went out, it spread off too much to be able to trace it.
Okay, I'm gonna do whatever intense form of like virus scanning there is on this room, and also see if I can figure out like the precise functionality of it.
Okay.
And
Um,
I'll probably see, is there a way I could like sandbox this room and like separate it from the rest of everything else so that if I do use it, it explodes, it won't explode everything?
Yeah, you could put a loading zone between this room and the rest of your place,
Okay.
so it doesn't actually live on the same server.
Okay. I definitely want to do that.
Quarantine into a VM.
Yeah.
Um, you do feel like the old school Titter Pigs, or not? Sorry, this is a Titter Pig. Online role playing games,
Oh.
uh, where like when you walk between rooms, it's like that long hallway where it's like loading, 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 as it's transferring you from one server to another.
That's okay.
Um, but yeah, you get to work starting to do some intense virus scans. Um, with a 4, I would say that your virus scan does ping information about there's a lot of hacks in this room, but they're not
Not
uh,
malicious ones.
malicious. No, it's just that this room seems to be breaking a lot of rules of data science that you're aware of.
So basically, I'm in that white room that they throw Neo in.
Yeah, and it kind of in a way.
Okay.
Do you think that's air you're breathing?
All right, Vic, what you
Hmm.
up to?
I don't know. I have the beginning of roads, but nowhere to go.
Um, so after a quick nap, mm, um, you have like 47 unread text messages as your phone finally gets back on service. For some reason, they don't have cell towers in the Umbra.
I wonder
Uh,
why.
the Glasswalkers just haven't built them yet. Uh,
They gotta find
Cheap
something to
bastards.
anchor them to first.
Spirits.
um, but as you start going through, you see a lot of them are from Officer Evie.
I thought she didn't like me no more.
I mean, you just helped her out a bit with that Walmart case.
Yeah, but I got her fired. I mean,
Yeah, but you got her a new and better job where she gets to still do her investigations, but now she actually gets to investigate the weird for real.
um, I'll text her. Just say, sorry, I was out of town.
I mean,
I was in an area with no cell service.
all of those words are true.
But you're in Seattle. It's everywhere. You think that, wouldn't you?
um, sorry, 1 second.
Sorry. The face that cat just made was hysterical.
There it is. I can't read, apparently. And apparently, this is some of the notes that I need, anyways. Okay. Anyways, uh, she's like, well, thank goodness, I'm glad you're back. She's like, there's been more deaths.
I mean, more deaths.
More that I can't easily explain. The girl that looked like she was in a car accident at Walmart that we just talked about, or that we last talked about. Uh, since then, there is a person. Well, so there was a person in a parking lot, and uh, the footage that I have from a person's dash cam, it almost looked like she stepped on a landmine, but there was no destruction to the cars around her or the ground beneath her.
Was there an explosion or just her going splat?
So the dash cam did not pick up any noise other than the people in the car freaking out.
So she just went splat.
Yes.
Mm, okay. I need to go find some people. I'll be back in contact with you. Can you tell me where this was?
Yeah, it was at the mall on the street.
Okay, let me do some investigating and see if I can get in contact with some experts. And as soon as I get something, I'll let you know.
Okay. It was, I'm sorry, Westlake Center Mall.
Wow. It really can't be West Center, can it?
No, Westlake Center.
Okay. I will go there and see the splat spot.
She sent you a text message. Um, she's like, the footage is in there. I mean, kind of prepare yourself, but there should be enough details in there for you to figure out about where it happened.
Okay. So I will get in my car and I'll drive to Westlake Central Mall.
Okay.
And using the video and the best guesstimate based off of splatter, I'll try to pinpoint the origin.
Um, yeah, so it looks like it was almost right in front of the mall. She was just like one aisle over from the front door. And yeah, you find a light post where some of her DNA still is.
Um, is there any marking on the ground, any kind of little pock mark, burn, scorch, anything?
No.
That's not right. I want to. Hold on. Which book? Which book? Book. Who's got the book? Here it is. Check. I got it. I just don't know how to use it. You've got mail. Prime Spirit. Okie dokie.
I don't know what that was from.
What was from?
That bling.
That was me. In
Oh.
game, I whispered you.
They added
Oh,
yeah, they added a sound effect to that now.
The AOL ding.
cool. I actually very much appreciate that.
I
I
don't
just
get
wish
a
I
sound
knew.
effect on my end.
So if I reply to, or actually, let me start a new whisper to you.
I don't even remember how to replies.
I don't either. Is
Oh,
it slash
okay.
R?
Do you get
I
a
got
bling?
that, yeah.
Okay. So it must be the initial.
Hmm.
Because I wonder,
But I didn't with
because
hers.
if
I wonder if it's a
you
GM thing?
if you
No,
forward slash
because
R me,
I get it from you, Trent.
I don't
if you
remember
forward
that.
slash R and then reply to me, let me see if I get it. No, I get it. Cool. Okay. I mean, I do appreciate that. I just wish I knew where I was supposed to direct my attention.
Bing.
Um,
I would like to peer across the veil or the
that depend.
gauntlet.
The answer depends on your role. Look on the
Okay.
for Trent. Look at the character cheat sheet, page 2, down at the bottom left. Difficulty.
Okay. And okay. I
That doesn't seem right.
was gonna say those are some
No.
serious times.
That's about right.
Hmm.
I would think what is a standard or a difficulty 2 would be at least a 3. But maybe just looking isn't that hard.
I mean, I guess. I feel like that's wrong, but I mean, this is one of those times where I'm going to kind of trust my past self, but I will definitely check later. Or maybe past self didn't care enough because nobody took time. I don't know. We could come up with something. Why? What do you want to do?
I was just if he asked me to come help.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, Vic. What you want to do?
I'd like to peer through the gauntlet.
Ooh. Okay. Give me a
Arete Spirit.
yeah. I guess Arte Spirit.
Did we get any beats?
You know what? Everybody, go ahead and gain 3 beats for everything you guys recently did.
Yay.
No, not 34. 4.
Yay, we like 34.
4.
You too, Zen.
So that's gonna put me at 5. Should I just add to my XP?
I only show you have 1 right now.
You said add 4?
No, 3.
At 3.
3.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought I heard
No,
Nathan say 4, and so I thought.
I went to 4, but I already had wrote 3, and so it became 34 instead of 4.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Ow. Why is it always when I can't find it?
What are you looking for?
Will adds 1 per damage level, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I shall hurt myself. Is it 1 success or 1 die?
It's 1 die. So bashing is 1, lethal is 2, aggravate is 3.
Can you take 3 bashing?
God damn it!
I would think not. That seems like cheating the system, but
Well, I mean,
And I can promise that
you
I'm
could
not going
still.
to have anything as annoying as that in the new system.
as annoying as what?
Though I forgot to click my
I'm gonna spend a beat and reroll this, isn't it?
yeah, you should. I forgot to click my vulgarity.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no vulgarity in monsters.
Yeah. But there are going to be certain things that kind of almost require a like a target, but I'm going to have
With
it smart enough to where if you click, it's going to be like you don't have a target, but I'm going to still hold on to everything. So all you need to do now is just select the targeting, click to roll.
with acute senses for vision be included or no?
No.
Okay. If you come back with a stupid one, I'm gonna hurt you, motherfucker.
It gave you a 2. Uh, Okay, so what does this look like? How do you do the magic?
So next to the spot, I pull out a piece of chalk, draw my circle with my pentagram-ish symbolize arcane symbols and whatnot. Concentrate and chant. And as I open my eyes, they pierce reality. It's a double layer, I guess. You have reality and then a hazy sub reality. As my eyes kind of glow purplish.
Yeah. Um, so you're looking like as you're gaining your sight back, you can see your vision starting to pierce through the veil, and you do see a single thread. It's kind of a yellow glow, and the thread is connected to like where you're at, but it drops into the ground and starts heading straight down. And unfortunately, you can't follow it any further from there.
Was this like a tether?
Hmm.
A spirit tether?
Yeah, something. Yeah, there's some kind of spirit binding to this spot and to somewhere in the Umbra.
So would it be the spirit of a person that have gone somewhere?
Uh, you wouldn't really think of it as a spirit of a person.
It's
That
something.
usually would be in the Deadlands, and you wouldn't be able to pierce to there from where you're at.
Okay,
Well,
so
easily.
something is bound to this location that's elsewhere.
Hmm.
Well, motherfucker, we're gonna have fun with this motherfucker. Spheres of forces.
Do you die if you get all aggravated willpower?
Your brain
Yes.
You
explodes.
go.
Okay.
What is that term again? Quiet.
Yeah, you
Catatonic.
go into a quiet. You're
You're a coma.
basically in your own. Well, no, it's not really that. It's a coma. It's that you're in your own reality, but you still exist in this reality. Like you physically exist in this reality, but you're everything you see and hear and do is in another reality. So you've pretty much,
You know.
yeah, you've lost your mind.
Is it
Yeah.
possible to recover from that? Like, can somebody heal you from that?
Ah,
Or
yeah. I mean, it's also possible to be recovered from dead.
okay.
Can I use forces and spirit to grab the thread and give it a nice yank
Sure.
and see if I cannot.
You can certainly try.
Will it be Erte forces, Erte spirit?
Forces.
I'm gonna yank on that son of a gun just to see what happens. Woohoo! I'm increasing
I was gonna say you're counting.
What'd you
by
get?
the numbers. Tree.
Okay. Sorry, you need this. All right. So you grab the thread, you yank on it, and um, it it's tight, but it has a little bit of a wiggle to it. So like you pull just slightly, and then you just feel it go really taut. But there you can feel that it goes like really deep, and like part of you just almost what the who took my shoes? Part of you just feels like it it goes miles beneath the earth.
It's a very tug of war.
Did,
Oh.
Didn't Craig, that guy, D, can you say something about the Sea of the Dead or something
Mhm.
down below?
Mhm.
Could I assume that might be where it's going?
You're not sure if that's how the number works. Maybe.
Hmm. Dang it. Okay, I'm still at a loss.
All right, Zen.
Lenny?
Say what?
What did you say? I heard
I
Zen.
said, yep. So, um, yeah, you get done running tests, and yeah, all you notice is that there's just some hacks, but
So what
you-
does the room seem to do?
so the hacks are in um so when you enter into the digital web, you're no
Mhm.
longer using your strength, dexterity, or stamina. Your strength is replaced by intelligence, your dexterity is replaced by wits, and your stamina is replaced by um, uh, oh,
Resolve.
I can't remember.
Resolve would be the other mental stat.
Okay, so resolve. Um,
See, guys, this is why I
and
don't need those.
and so uh, the hack seems to um, communicate back to your real life strength, dexterity, and resolve, or stamina. So it's like it connects your mental to your physical.
So practically, what does that mean?
You're not sure,
You
or
can
at
work
least
out mentally and
you haven't
gain.
rolled enough stuff or tested the room enough to know for sure.
I
You can
want to
lay on your
test the
couch.
room.
You can lay on your couch and do mental push-ups and gain arm strength in the real world.
All right. What do you do in the room?
So specifically, my physical attributes seem to now reconnect to my physical attributes in reality. Is that right?
Um, there is a tether between your mental to physical, between uh, uh, your digital web self and your real self. But what that tether is, you're not sure.
Um, well, that's easy. Do I have to be in the room to keep experiencing this, or is this like a status that this gives me?
There's not an experience that you're having. You're basically through the different scans that you're running. That's what you found. You found that that basically the classes that hold your physical stats and the classes that hold your mental stats usually are not supposed to. They're supposed to be siloed, but there's some kind of hack that actually connects between the two.
Okay, I'm gonna generate a racquetball and chuck it at the wall.
Okay. Um, yeah. Give me a. I don't know. I guess that would be a strength athletics. So give me an intelligence athletics check.
I got a 1.
Okay. Well, it does exactly as expected.
generate a second one and throw it.
Okay. You start throwing racquetballs at the wall, and they're doing what they're expecting to do.
Do I seem to be throwing them with the same sort of typical capacity that I have?
What is your intelligence athletics?
My int is 4. I have no athletics.
Okay. You're in the room. You are throwing them as well as your computer self should be throwing them. Which is to say that's a little bit better than you expected your physical self to be able to throw a racquetball.
So I'm behaving exactly as I normally would in the digital web. So there's nothing different.
I think I know what's going on, but
Try something a little bit more strenuous.
But I have to do it in the room?
Yes.
What's the consequences to taking physical damage in the digital web?
A headache. So
Can I die from it? Are there safety measures?
So how you're logging in, you could, if there's a lot of damage, you could have willpower damage. But when you're in your own domain, you limit that.
I have that. Okay. All right.
At worst, you're probably experiencing some bashing damage.
I'm gonna generate a hippopotamus.
I said more strenuous, not impossible.
to fight one?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just make a bear and be like a Russian? Just
because
go wrestle the
hippopotamus
bear.
are more scary than bears, and
Well,
I'm Finnish, not Russian.
I'm not. I mean, yes, that's probably true. But have you thought about bears with chainsaw arms? I mean,
this isn't a cyanide and happiness game.
I was gonna say, what weird twisted movie are we entering?
Good Place. That was a Good Place reference.
I need to go back and rewatch that. Oh man.
And it ends great.
I haven't watched the last season, so.
Yeah, I'm not giving anything away. I'm just saying that because I love shows that end. It frustrates me when a show is like, okay, we're canceling it.
Yeah.
And they don't really end it.
Yep.
Like Magicians, they found out really late that they were ending, so they didn't write a good one.
And which show?
Magicians.
Oh.
Still worth watching.
Yeah, I loved it. But
yeah, it doesn't have an ending.
Good Place had a really good story. It didn't go on too long, and it was like they ended it at a great time.
Have you guys watched Upload?
Yes.
I haven't even heard of it.
Waiting
on
for
Prime.
second season.
Yeah, I am. I do really hope they keep their.
I was about to say, is that going any further?
They
it
said
should.
it's gonna give it a second season. They left it on a cliffhanger, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so should I take that as my my subconscious being like, hey, maybe this isn't a good idea to do? Is that what I'm taking away from this?
Go for it.
Probably. Maybe you want to stick a little bit more with the theme of the room.
Okay, fine.
Okay, I generate a ninja to fight.
Amorphous ninja hippo.
A ninja hippo. I'm imagining like the dancing Disney hippos, except this one's in like a ninja outfit.
All I thought of was like, wasn't there a hippo in one of the like?
I think it's Robin Hood or something.
I was thinking Madagascar with Gloria. I like them freaking juicy.
I don't like Pappy saying that. Okay, so yeah, in the room, imports a ninja. What's a good ninja from a video game?
Ninja Gaiden.
Don't play any of the Xbox ones. Those guys are brutal.
Scorpion?
Sure. We'll go with Scorpion. This is your character.
I've just been watching those movies.
I just watched the new one.
How was it?
I enjoyed it. I mean, it's no worse
was
than the
not-
originals.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on par with the original. I watched the new one, and then I was like, you know what? I think I want to watch the original one too.
I did the same thing.
Okay. I mean, if it can't get worse than the originals, great. Those didn't start off too good, but okay.
Well, the second one was absolutely horrible.
I
Yeah.
did not rewatch the second one. I only watched the original.
No. I looked at it and I was like, nope, nope. That little like clip icon image, I was like, yeah, no, I remember this movie being really bad. I'm just gonna go ahead and not.
I still haven't summoned up enough willpower to watch Justice League.
Oh, I haven't either.
I've got the Zack Snyder cut on my list, but
Yeah,
Um,
it's on my list too, but I just
it's 4 hours.
4 hours.
did
And
you
I
watch
know I
the
could break it
original?
up into 6 part. Yeah, it was bad.
Horrible.
What was it?
Okay, so
The
do I
original
fight
was
the ninja? Do I fight Scorpion? Does he yell, "Get over here"? Do I dodge it?
yeah, absolutely. Give me a I don't know, um, in intelligence. Well, no, it would be wits plus.
Athletics. Everything
Yeah,
is athletics.
wits plus athletics.
You
Okay.
said wits? Okay, so you could just quit saying
'Cause it's
athletics because I have none.
Okay.
So just
wits is
wits.
what? Dex?
Yeah, wits is your deck. Yeah, difficulty is still 6. Wait, what?
6?
Just wits, correct?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
your wits.
Okay.
Gotcha. I heard 6. I was like, yeah, difficulty. Wait, difficulty doesn't change in this game.
Wow.
How'd you do?
Oh, I got a 3 out of 3.
Hey, that's a good go. All right, so yeah, it throws the spear at you, and you're able to jump and dodge and get out of the way.
Piccolo would
And
be
then
proud.
basically, you two start to fight. And give me an intelligence witch check.
7.
Holy sh!
Okay, so this fight goes for I don't know about a good 20 minutes, which is a very long time.
It's
for a fight.
exhausting to fight that long, yeah.
And you stop and you're standing over on the side and you feel yourself panting and like you reach up and you wipe your brow and like you're sweating, which you're in the digital web. That shouldn't be a thing.
There is no sweat in the digital web.
I mean, unless you wanted there to be, you could be like, okay, turn on these filters to try to look more real life. But most people are like, no, I don't want to sweat the digital web. I want to look cool when I do stuff.
Is she in her like apartment doing this?
Usually when she connects to the digital web, she goes kind of comatose.
Yeah, so I'm like
Like how
laying
she,
in my bed.
kind of like how she just sat on your couch when she put it on, and she then just went relax.
With the full dive.
Okay. So does Zenori have any ideas about what the practicality of this is? Because I don't.
um,
Oops, sorry.
I'm not sure yet. What do you do from here?
I give Scorpion a glass of water.
He bows, and he goes ahead and fades out.
um, I generate a tightrope and I try and walk across it.
Sure. You're exhausted though. So you generate the tightrope, you get on it, and like as soon as you put your leg on it, it is wobbling. Like, uh, if you've done any stressful activity for a long period of time and you're trying to stand or lift something, and how your hand or leg will shake, that's what you're doing.
Okay, well, I'm trying to do stress tests, I guess, to figure out what's going on, so I'm good. Do it. I'll make sure there's crash pads below me.
Okay, so you're gonna go until you're out.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, nobody else is doing anything, so I may as well take the time to.
Yeah. Okay, so you go through all these different activities. You jump rope. You do tightrope walking. You fall a lot. Uh, you create um, what are those, like a parkour course, and start trying to go through it. Um, like you have done most of these things before in the digital web, and you're like an action hero star. That's how you usually can appear in the digital web, mostly because you have high mental stats, and you're skilled, and you could write applications that kind of boost your abilities. But right now, you're feeling like real life you trying to do all of these things. Um, you might start off okay, but you just you're a you're too exhausted, and you finally get to a point where you just kind of like sit down, and you kind of really can't go anymore.
Okay. Uh, I have no idea how this would be useful. I don't know if Zen does, but I guess I will leave the room and keep it quarantined and leave it be.
Okay. Are you logging out or?
No, I'll probably go take a shower and then go to the bar that I was originally trying to get to anyway.
Okay. Yeah. As soon as you go through the loading zone, all your filters and stuff come back on, and you're good to go. Though you Zen, not digital Zen, feels just a little exhausted from all that.
Interesting. Okay.
So yeah, you get to the bar, and a guy digitalizes in front of you, and he's holding out a tray with some champagne glasses on it.
Mm,
He's like, "It's been a while since I've had a visitor. Welcome back." And he like says your digital number, which is like 8 characters long.
I will graciously accept the champagne and go and play Galaga while I sip it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and gain a Q. And you play Galaga, and the bar is still completely empty, feels deserted. Um, it looks like it has like some life filters in it, um, and the bartender actually has to maintenance and keep up and clean the place. And so you see him going around and actually doing these tasks while you're in there.
Okay.
Um, later that evening, what do you do?
I'll probably go back to my realm and just like double check all of my, firewalls and other safety features and everything since apparently I got hacked, but there's just random room now. Make sure that that has successfully stayed quarantined and no other weird stuff has generated, and then pat Seraph on the head and go back to reality, I guess. Then I'll
Okay.
probably try and figure out what everybody else is up to. Send out a
You
mass text.
you pull off your glasses, and you sit up on your bed, and you hurt.
I'll take an Advil.
It's not. Well, I mean, yeah, Advil does kind of help, but it's not head hurt. It's your body
No, I mean like for muscle
aches.
soreness. Yeah.
Um, that shouldn't normally happen. Uh, you you lay down on a bed in comatose state while you go through the digital web. You shouldn't be sore. At worst, you kind of will get a little brain scramble, but you've never experienced body soreness.
Is she like soaked in sweat?
Um,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I will send out the mass text and take a shower, and as the water's heating up, I'll send a quick message over to Olavi saying what happened and like, have you heard of this before? And see if he responds.
He writes back and he was like, "Were you fully immersed, or were you just in through your gear?"
Just my gear.
No, I've never heard of this happening before. Unless you're physically in the digital web, there's no way that that should be happening.
Does he think it could have anything to do with the reality issues in Seattle? Is
I
that
mean,
possible?
he replies back, he's like, I mean, I wouldn't discount that. I mean, that's an easy go-to. I hate using that as an explanation because then we tend to start throwing out other logical reasonings. But
Um, well, I will explain to him that I have that specific zone quarantined off, but he has guest permissions to be able to visit my realm anyways, so I'll tell him he's welcome to go there and check it out if he's interested.
Okay.
Just don't break anything. So yeah, Trent and Vic, you guys get text messages saying, "What are you guys doing?"
What are we on the next day? Where are we at in our timeline while she was doing all of this?
Sorry, what was the question?
Is this text that she sent us the same night?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she's also been doing these things, and she also probably went home and got some sleep. So it's probably about the same time.
Okay. As what? I'm at the club, leaving the club?
That's up to you. If you want to be leaving the club during that time.
Yeah, we'll be leaving the club or have just left, I guess, for me. Can we say I sent Violet a text asking how she was doing and if it would be maybe possible to meet up? You said this is Thursday night? Now getting into Friday
Yeah,
morning?
it's Thursday evening. It's around, well, 9 o'clock is when you guys started doing your stuff. So I'm gonna say all your stuff that you've been doing took you to about 11:30.
All right. Yeah, so I probably before I went to the club, I would have sent her a text seeing how she was doing and asking if we could meet up Friday.
Um, you get a. So you probably text that like when you're on your way to the club,
Yeah, yeah.
and then uh, about this time, uh, you get a text back, and it's like, it just says, "How did you survive?"
Survive? Question mark? Question mark?
Then you see the three little dots pop up as it's starting to respond, and then they go away, and then you don't get a response.
Damn.
You guys are good guys, so therefore you're contractually obligated to get iPhones. Sorry.
Well, that's up on evil
But
now.
if we are good guys, why would we have iPhones?
That's how movies work. Actually, Knives Out was ruined for me because of that.
Why? Because they all had iPhones or something?
They all had iPhones except for the killer.
Oh,
I didn't even notice that. I'll
no, I didn't
have to
either.
rewatch it.
Well, considering that quick back and forth text, and the message from Zen, I would probably see if I could enlist Zen's services to maybe help track her down or track the phone.
Okay. Go ahead. Talk to her.
Yeah, I'll try
Pappy,
it.
you also. Sorry, I was just about to say, Pappy, you also get the same message that he's reaching out to everybody.
Yeah, what do I roll to try and find it?
So who's texting us?
Well, Zen texted us asking what we're doing.
Uh huh.
I was having that correspondence that didn't last very long with Violet, and it kind of left on a cliffhanger. So now I'm having Zen help me track Violet's phone.
Would
Okay,
that be in investigation?
so I did not get the user
You got the
guide.
Zen text, not the Violet text.
Okay. I mean, like, who's trying to kill me now?
Yeah, my thinking, Trent's thinking is, wait, is that somebody who wants me dead wondering how I survived? Or is that Violet asking me how I survived something that I'm not aware I should have survived?
Is that in investigation?
Um. So I'm gonna say this would be something that's magic helping skills. So give me an air take correspondence check.
If I could have done that.
Coincidental, I assume.
Are you taking the role of the cat behind the table?
I was in
Would
the middle
somebody
of
be
cutting.
holding me back, yelling at you?
I was in the middle of cutting my cat's claws, and I still need to do Giles. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that it's also coincidental.
Yes.
Wow, I got a 2. I got a 2.
Okay. So that 2 adds to your adds. Well, that will add. Oh, actually, it doesn't add anything because you just got enough for power. So okay. Now you can go ahead and roll your intelligence investigation to try
Me?
to. No, her. So what she was doing was she was using her magic to
Oh,
help
to
her
boost.
skills, but
Okay.
unfortunately she only got 2, which is balance.
She's still worn out,
Okay,
but it
4.
didn't matter.
But her mundane skills apparently are still really good. Um. So you send out a ping, and um, you get back. Uh, you get back the error code that you would get if somebody discarded their sim chip.
Like, it just doesn't exist,
Like
or like.
like either they pulled out their sim chip and threw it away, or they cracked it, or
Okay.
The number is no longer on the network.
yep, you're not getting the phone offline message.
Okay. Well, I'll tell Trent, like, I'm sorry, I can't find it anywhere.
Can Trent use actual correspondence to try and find her?
Sure, if you know where to look.
Can I not focus on her and track her? Like a location spell kind of thingy would work?
Do you have life?
Nope.
Not really.
Hmm.
Also, I would kind of almost want some kind of
Focus.
uh yeah, focus, but there's an actual term for it. Starts with an S. Yep, it's gone. My brain can't think of it.
Blood. Hair.
Yeah, that. That has a word.
The what?
Like if I was trying to locate somebody and I had hair or blood
Sympathetic
or...
link.
Sympathetic, yes. Sympathetic link. Whew.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think all I have is like a cell phone number. I don't think that really counts.
Mm-mm.
Oops.
Do I remember where she was last located the last time we communicated. 'Cause she was with the dude who turned out to be not so great of a guy,
Hmm.
and I don't remember.
She was at, was it Washington University?
Yeah, she was going to school not too far from here.
Yeah, okay. Seattle U is what is in the middle of downtown district, but up in she was up in the University district.
It was like a few hours away or something, right?
Hmm. And she was going to Washington University.
And then, did we discover? What did we discover about that guy?
He just gave you and Zen a weird feeling.
Like,
You guys were at
didn't
the
I
coffee shop.
him, and he gave me like
Oh, you stole his
obsessed
wallet,
kind of.
and she did a quick background check on him, and he's a counselor at the school.
Yeah, but when I read his aura, I kind of got like that almost creepy, obsessed kind of vibe, didn't I?
Yeah.
Kind of
Creepy obsessed? Like a
kind of like the.
stalker?
Well, I'm thinking more like the "if I can't have her, nobody can" kind of vibe. Is that an accurate assessment, James?
Yeah, you would probably be seeing the same aura colors that represents.
Okay. Um. Well, I guess I will tell Zen I might be heading up to Washington University to see if I can figure out what's going on up there. Do I remember the guy's name? I'm assuming since we basically stole
Mhm.
all of his ID and everything.
Yep, you do.
Did he have any
And
key
once I
cards
remember
or
where,
anything?
man, I have so many tabs open now. um, uh, Lawrence Harrelson was his name. Did he have
Did he?
what key cards?
Yeah, like any kind of like RFID prox card kind of things to like get anywhere on campus or anything like that. If he did,
I
I'm
mean,
imagining I would have had Zen copy them, but
I know that you kind of went through his wallet pretty quick, and I don't think we specifically talked about anything like that. So
okay,
I'm just gonna go with you either didn't have time to check or
okay,
whatnot.
that's fine. So I guess I will let Zen know that I'll be heading up that way.
Are you mentioning that on the same group text?
I might as well, yeah.
Um,
I'll just say
do I
something like,
feel do I feel mentally tired as well, or just physically?
Just physically.
Okay. Uh, I'll probably teleport just outside his door because I don't feel like crashing into his wards again.
Gotcha.
I'm
I'm
imagining
also
as I send the text, like I'm heading towards the front door, and I open it, and she's just like, "What? What?"
we're also gonna make the assumption that you had arrangements set up for Nina or Nia.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know
fuck
what? That actually
James.
makes sense. Alavia was probably like, "Hey, let me take her for a couple days while you get some rest."
Yeah.
Just put her in a cage, give her some food and water, she'll be
Dog training has prepared me for parenthood.
so.
Vic, what are you doing?
Trying to find a group of mages that specialize in time and space.
Man,
Have
I
I
wish I
done
knew.
anything? I don't think I've done anything that reveals
But
what I've spent points on, though.
he does know like
I haven't
what,
used it.
but he does know what chantry you belong to. He knows what tradition
Whoa,
you,
true, yes.
and that is the
It's
tradition
literally
of
in my
time.
wheelhouse. Yeah,
If nothing else, he would probably talk to you about it because he figures at least you would know somebody, right?
correct, correct.
But but I'm but
But
I'm also
Trent is
kind of
also
imagining
kind of the like, wait, what?
I'm also kind of imagining Vic sitting there like he gets a text message from you guys. He's like, "No, I need somebody that knows about time and space right now." If only.
I know. I mean,
It's
this.
entirely up to whatever Vic says.
Sani calls him. He was like, "Look, I just need somebody with some good luck right now to find me somebody that knows time and space. So I can't deal with you."
You keep holding your penny. Yes.
So do you reach out or
Don't
what do you
say
do?
anything is all I'm.
So I text back basically like looking for experts in time and space. Dot dot dot. Know anybody?
Zed's gonna look at her phone and then look at Trent
I'm
and
just
just
gonna
be like,
what? I'm gonna look at because I'm still stunned that she's just all of a sudden at my front door again, and I'm just gonna be like, what now?
"You see this?"
But it's big. Do I wanna?
You got enough health boxes. You'll be fine.
Did he
I'll
say
just
what
kind
it's
of.
for?
It's almost like a standard reply back to Vic. It's like, I have 5 health boxes left. Am I safe for coming near you?
So, so I will just respond back with less than dash. So basically, the arrow just points to my name
Oh,
in the text as it
Oh.
responds back.
nice.
I imagine Sonny's looking at that like less than minus.
Especially because like his phone like has a stack, like
Yeah.
his name would be up here, and then it would be under here because it has the colon
It's just like,
next to
what math is this?
it. It's programming in C++. He's setting up a pointer.
Um, I'll text back. Seriously, I need anyone help.
I'll just respond. Where?
Westlake Mall. Westlake Central Mall.
It's not that far. It's in the middle of downtown.
All right, I guess we can swing out that way. If you showing up at my door means that you were coming with me.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Okay.
Sure was.
I guess you're
Zep-
driving then?
Yeah, just be
Good
nice
drive.
to her.
Me?
Don't shh. She can hear you right
Oh.
now.
I haven't done anything lately.
Shh. Look, seriously? Shush.
Are you guys like sitting on the edge of paradox? Why are you driving?
That's a fair point.
because
Take
that's
my
how
hand.
normal people
I don't know
play.
that I have seen this location though, have I? Aren't we in the middle of a parking lot is where we're going?
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh,
said it's
nighttime.
I'll
a
pull up a
mall?
map. Right there.
It's a mall?
Mm-hmm.
You just pull
Yes.
up like the Google Street View?
I believe it's literally like right down the road from your hotel. Actually, mine and Johnny's hotel.
My apartment complex.
Yes.
Because it does overlook, my apartment complex looks over, what is that?
Pike Market?
Marketplace or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's cool.
Pike Place.
Yeah.
It's the
It's a
other
couple
direction.
blocks away.
So it's about like 2 streets back from there.
So
So
we
you most
could
likely know where it's
literally
at.
just walk, but either
You could
way.
do that as well.
Who wants to walk?
Yeah, we are teleporters.
Yeah.
Why walk?
P.F. Chang's there. Yummy.
So,
Why walk when magic?
okay.
I thought you were making a Chinese food joke.
Oh, no, but I
Hey,
could.
look, PF Chang's. Why walk?
uh,
Um,
uh,
So, Are we individually teleporting, or does she just kind of like,
It's up to you two.
I probably just grabbed you.
All right.
knowing your impulsive behavior to just do what you want?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
where? And
probably
he
like
says
as you're
where, and
like
you probably get it like half a second earlier than I do.
yeah, as you're like looking at your phone, I probably grab your arm to finish pulling you out of your apartment with my other hand, pull your door closed, and then just teleport us there.
I'm like, oh yeah, I think I know that.
James, where's the
Give me
parking
a
lot?
airtake correspondence check. Vulgar, no witnesses. What'd you say, Pappy?
Where's the parking lot?
I don't know.
I
Oh,
don't see
no.
one.
I just assumed every.
It's fine.
No,
It's fine.
I don't think that's how that works.
It's fine.
I just mostly wanted it for the paradox check. I don't think you really. This is not a stressful enough situation where you should have been able to fail.
Okay.
If
Trent's
you've
like,
been hysterical enough,
my innards.
if we just like slam into the wall right across the hallway for no reason. What the hell was that for?
Just making sure you're awake.
You do teleport, but you're on the inside of the wall.
Wait, what?
We're
You
inside
do
the mall.
teleport, but you're inside the mall.
Is it? And it's like midnight, right? So the mall's closed.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's besides the point.
I'm like, really?
I will like immediately try to turn off any cameras in the immediate vicinity, or like reprogram them with like the
I
second
just
before.
no, all I do is hum. I glance up and I just start humming.
Okay.
And you start seeing actually the red light on and like flicker.
Fair enough.
And then I will take myself outside the mall.
Oh yeah. You know what? That's a fair point, Pappy. Seattle malls, they
Parking
like well
garages?
everything in there has like an underground parking lot. Actually, what's really cool, I got to see this when I was walking down the street. Buses actually pull into buildings. So like the bus stop isn't on the street; it pulls off the street and pulls into the building,
Hmm.
and then it pulls back out of the building and goes back up onto the street. It's pretty cool there. But we're going to say in the World of Darkness, it has a parking lot.
Okay then.
All right.
Considering there was splatter on a lamp, like street
Mhm.
light kind of thing. So yeah, so I will mention to Zen, like, don't dawdle, and then I will poof myself out the door.
Okay. Yeah, you guys
Because
magic
the
your way
hum
back
only
outside.
works in my area, pretty much. So
Oh, yep.
Yep. You guys magic your way back outside, but I just was mostly wanting it for the paradox check.
yeah.
So you get there, you walk up on Vic.
So what's going on? Why do you need a
Um,
time mage?
so there's been several events that.
Am I even in the loop of what's been going on that he's been looking into?
I don't think any of us are.
No, you know about the person in the bar.
Zen knows about the splat in the bar. I don't think that Trent knows about any of them.
Oh, that's right, because I felt very Watson to his Sherlock of the analysis of blood splatters.
So there's been events happening around the city where people have mysteriously been dying in unusual ways.
Yeah.
More mysterious than what we typically know of?
So
That's
there
fair.
was a lady in Walmart who got hit by or looks like they were in a accident where they were launched out of a vehicle and went splat. Yet nothing was knocked over. No one saw a vehicle, heard anything, but I did find a small set of tire marks
Inside Walmart?
inside Walmart. And
Okay.
then I got another call not too long ago about this very location. If you see that light post, there's some matter of a human being. Here's a video,
Matter.
right? And I will show them the video of the lady walking out and seemingly stepping on a landmine and going kaboom with no explosion. She just kind of detonates herself.
You just pink clouds.
They're just everywhere.
Kind of
I
like
have
that snake thing back at the hotel.
yes.
By the way, can I? So Vic has been to war. Can I get you two to give me
Yeah.
a resolve composure check?
While watching the video, see like this. Oh.
I don't know that Trent would be too bothered by it as long as
Yeah.
it doesn't smell.
But he kind of showed it to you, just like, yeah. So I got this video. I was not expecting to see a human no longer be a human.
Yes, we didn't vaporize.
I didn't realize that that human was going to change it from a solid to a gas or to a liquid.
Okay, like cool.
Yeah, you guys are fine.
Both of us are like, okay.
We're at this stage of friendship. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
You're
only
into some weird stuff, dude.
Oh,
the-
Trent, you do know about one. A man froze to death on your walk home.
Oh, that's right. In the
Oh.
that building, the
He was outside the building and we brought him in, or he was inside the building, or something like that, right?
you tried to
there
give
was
him
no
like your
we. It was
coat or
just you.
something. Yeah.
Yep. You were walking home. I don't know where your character was coming from. But you were walking.
It was the shadow slip that brought me to the museum.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, after you were done with the museum, on your way home, there was a person on the street that
Yeah.
they were cold, and so you helped them into a place to try to warm them up. You gave them a coat and got them a coffee, but no matter what you seemed to do, they just kept on getting colder and colder, and finally they froze to death.
Didn't I ask Sonny about that or something, thinking that it might have been like an entropy kind of thing?
That sounds
Yeah, I mean,
familiar.
you guys
And
did have
I
a
don't think
conversation about that, but
I don't think he was
uh,
able to learn or glean anything from it.
he wasn't. But at that time, they did signal you in to about the person down at the bar. Now, I don't
Oh,
think
okay.
Vic was there to talk about the Walmart thing yet.
Okay. So now I've got 4 total in my head of
Mhm.
oddity kind of things. Okay, so you have the video. What exactly are you looking for from
so
my end?
I've peered across the veil into the spirit realm, and something's tethered here. I tried to pull on the tether, and it just wouldn't budge. I was wondering. My thought process is possibly someone existing in the same location, or at least same person in a different uh, existence at the
Oh,
same
we're
time.
about to really stretch Trent's capability here.
So
Was this
I
time correspondence? Can I do
Time and
that?
correspondence, but you're also going to need to work with Vic because he has spirit.
Well, but if I'm not looking for a spirit, if I'm
But
looking
he
for the
needs to.
same person to exist in multiple realms,
So realms are covered by spirit.
uh, okay. So
so
then, first we would have to link minds,
Mhm.
which I would imagine at this point is kind of second nature almost. So,
Yeah, it's pretty much standing operating procedure.
so I would probably also want to just like have my hand on his shoulder or something to kind of create a stronger
Yep.
link, I guess. Um, what do we need to roll? Because I'm going to tell him that's what I'm going to try and look for, is for this same person to exist in other realities to see if something happens to one and it somehow swaps places.
Okay. So this is magic helping magic. Where did my PDF
Zen pulls out a spirit box and says, "Give us a sign."
go?
She just has an 8-ball. She's just shaking. Ask your question again later.
uh, all right. So Pappy, give me a Airte spirit check.
Roll well, or I won't be able to see shit.
Is it Spirit 2 or Spirit 3 that I can let him see spirits?
That would be Spirit 3. Spirit 2 allows you to see it.
Well, Spirit 1 lets me see it.
Oh, sorry. You know what? Then yeah, it could be Spirit 2. Spirit 2 should be able to do that because it's usually just one up that allows you to do it at others.
I just read it somewhere and I don't remember where the frick I read it. What do you roll? Heritage Spirit.
Spirit. Yeah.
Can I spend experience points make Spirit 3?
I mean, if you want to.
Ah! Why are we doing that, James? You and your damn coincidence.
I promise, I will not build something that annoying again.
3!
I'm much better at this thing now. All right, Drent. You feel spirit energies. Go ahead and give me a. Is your time and spirit or time and correspondence the same?
Yeah, they're both 3.
Okay, so give me an arete, time or
Doesn't
correspondence. Doesn't matter.
I think I will add a lethal willpower. Do I get anything bonus off of his roll, or I just can see spirit because of his roll?
This allows you to, yeah, this allows you to use spirit even though you normally don't have it.
Okay. I'm adding 2. Mother.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's all me.
But it is kind of me. I
Is
built
this
a
vulgar
chart
no
system.
witness?
Yeah, this
What
would be
is
vulgar no witness. Yeah, anybody that was witnessing that just seeing 2 people out there, or one with a hand on the shoulder.
just hanging out like we're
Yep.
morning?
Zen pulls out her handhold game box and just starts playing video games, leans up against the wall.
Is that good enough, James, or should
Yep.
I try again? Okay.
That will be good enough. Um. So,
I'm a little Doctor Stranging it here.
yep. How does this look? Like, how do you set up this ritual? Because this is not going to be a. This is not going to be just a. Let me just open my
No,
eyes
this isn't
and
going to be
see.
quick. So for me, I guess for me, for what I would see, it would be rolling back time for my vision to the point of the event, and then kind of almost like freeze framing it and starting to pull up multiple views of the location.
Okay. So, Vic, you get to go on this journey with him because you're mind linked, and basically you're watching the world just spin backwards to get to this point, and um, as soon as it happens, you guys both see through the tapestry of Earth into the Umbra, and you see um, the thread. You start to follow it, but then something veers you off course, and you start seeing these things that later you are able to rationalize that these are time splices, and you this is pretty much where your lethal willpower came in, Trent, because you're trying to wrap your mind around the fact that you're watching every possible moment that this lady could have had, um, kind of what do you call that? Graph out
Hmm.
from then, and so every time she made a decision, it made another split in that graph.
Yep.
Um, and also sometimes splits just happen because other people made decisions that she didn't realize
Yeah. Somebody pulls out in
involved.
front of her in a parking lot, stalls her for 4 seconds.
And so you start going through these splits and you're trying to really wrap your mind around it. And uh, you end up about 20 years ago, um, where she was in a zone. And you're looking at about, I don't know, 300 different timelines here. But in one of them, she took one wrong step.
So still her, different reality, landmine.
Different time.
Yeah. So what? Okay. So I've got her, our reality, like slice, kind of almost like a freeze frame here,
So
and
yeah,
then
you pull
we
that back up and you
all the
see
way
her.
back.
Well, you pull that one back up to see your reality, and you see that she turns her head and she says something to a person, and they grab her by the arm and they pull her over, and she's like, "Oh shit, that was a close one."
Wait, in our reality?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Same 20 years past military time
Yes. Sorry.
in
Same military time.
her her life in our reality. She was dodged because she was saved by somebody else.
Yep. She turns her head to look at them as she's about to take a step, and he grabs her by the arm, pulls her, and she's like, "Oh my god, that was close." And
And
then
then
they keep going.
in
But
So
then
the
the
other
you
reality where
flip
she
back
does
over.
step on it, there's nobody there to save her.
No, he's there. He just didn't notice it, and
Okay.
yeah, they both went.
so
They
James,
both go
the
poof.
yellow thread I saw is a time splice to the other reality 20 years in the past.
So as you guys pulled on that, you started following it, and then you got yanked off, and then you started following these time splices.
Okay.
So can I find what ties the two realities together? Can I find something that is tying them together or swapping them or whatever seems to be going on? Now that we have reality A and reality B, can I figure out what is merging
Give,
them or whatever?
give me a stamina mind check.
Mm.
And I may spend a beat on this if it doesn't go well.
Oh God. So
And this can still hurt if it needs to.
oh no. You rolled 5 successes. This is good. So it does, like, you feel the pain, you feel the pressure, but you're able to withstand it, and you are able to crawl your way back to that line and start following the tethering.
Okay.
Um, you you break through into a new realm of the Umbra, that you two haven't seen before, and in there you could see, um, you see a man in the middle of a desert, and he's uh he's holding up a page that looks ripped out of a some kind of like tome type book, like a really big old book, and he's ripped the page out, and you see him like slowly ripping it, and as he's doing that, it creates another thread that's heading up towards Earth. The man looks over at you and he sends this mental pulse, and that's what you blocked with your stamina mind.
Okay.
But you recognize this. Well, you all recognize this face. This is the face of the man from the newspaper.
So he's
The guy
changing.
that
Am
threw
am I
Sonny.
still mentally linked with them? Like, can I see what they're seeing, or does that not
Yeah, you
work
can be.
cross realm? Okay.
I mean, it's more like you're an observer because they are still physically there. So that whole like let me mind link each other. That's pretty much standard operating
So
procedure between you guys.
every time
But
he tears the paper, he's changing or linking pasts or other events to the present.
mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch.
Who are you?
He's
I
like
am the page master. Sorry.
he looks over at you and he goes, "How are you still alive?"
It's a girl. Kill her.
What?
He just repeated the text basically that I got. Well, I mean, I've done a lot of stupid shit in my life, so you're gonna have to expand on that. So, which incident are you really talking about?
The last thing that was written in your book. How are you still alive? I'm
Well,
waiting for its revision.
considering I haven't read my book, I still don't know what you're talking about.
That's because you haven't let go of reality yet. You're not ready to be where I'm at.
No, you're right. I'm still enjoying my life as it currently exists.
Currently,
Not to mention, I also don't get my jollies from wrecking other people's lives.
I'm freeing them. I'm freeing all of them.
Says every sociopath in history.
If you're using history when talking to a time person, what does that mean?
Where are you freeing them to?
I'm freeing them from. I'm freeing
All
them from.
existence?
No. I'm freeing them from the shackles of the reality that people have created. They will be
Fair
reborn in a
enough.
better reality.
But they're reborn. They're not just moved. Whose reality is this that they're reborn into?
The real one.
That's a little subjective.
Hmm. How did you get here?
I followed your trail.
I'm unaware that I'm leaving a trail.
You mean you don't see that line you just made over there?
He looks around. He looks back at you. Hmm. Another shackle of your reality. Interesting, though. This one's assistance to you. Hmm. He's like, I appreciate this conversation. I mean, if you were physically here, you wouldn't be anymore. But I'd rather you not bother me anymore. And
Well, that's convenient and all, but I would also rather you not bother others in our reality anymore.
and you see um, around the desert, a sandstorm starts rising, and he walks into it.
The book, you said it's just a page?
Mhm.
He doesn't have a book and he's tearing pages out. It's just a page he's tearing
It's just
strips
like
off
a
of.
page, and it just like looked like a really old page, and it was ripped. So it was ripped from some kind of old book. And so I'm just trying to give you a visual of like,
Mhm.
imagine it was from some kind of tome.
Well, to me, that feels like a book of life or something that he has a page out of and he's just slowly shredding it. Um, so he just walks into a sandstorm and kind of disappears.
Yep.
We're not kicked out of there yet.
No.
Are any of the pieces of paper still on the desert floor?
Uh,
Or
if
they
they
kind of
were,
disintegrate?
yeah, if they were, you would not be able to see them. The
Okay,
sandstorms beating all around you, but you're not physically feeling it because you're not physically here.
gotcha.
Um, though you guys do see somebody approaching.
I will try and stick around for as long as possible to see what this person that's coming towards us.
Vic recognizes him. Uh, he steps up and he's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing here?" It's D.
Um, what
Oh
are you
shit! Are
doing
you
here?
dead?
Fuck no! What do you mean? Where's this place?
Oh, are you in denial of being dead? Damn, dog.
Listen,
I kind of assumed that it was going to happen sooner or later.
man, we're
I
all
just
dead.
start dying laughing.
We're all dead inside, aren't we?
Speak for
Yeah, but you're
yourself.
dead
Speak
here.
for yourself, dude.
No, no, I'm not dead. I'm here with a friend.
Zen's gonna go check their pulses.
Is this the land of the dead?
You are in the Deadlands.
Son of a
Welcome
bitch.
to your afterlife.
Not yet. Just visiting.
This place sucks.
Oh, well, you've come on a stormy day.
There's good days.
I mean, we are kind of in the middle of nowhere, but I saw a beacon, so I ran out here to see to collect. Uh, I mean, usually after this, I bring you back
Collect.
to the city.
There's some
When somebody
Uh,
dies, I
okay.
crazy.
So
I go collect them and then I bring them to the city.
you're kind of the dead Uber pickup person. You're assisting people.
I am the welcomer.
When
Uh,
someone
You're the
die,
ferryman.
I'm the welcomer.
when someone
I am
Yeah,
not
I
dies,
like ferryman
somebody's
better.
transport.
when someone dies, do they leave a thread anywhere?
Not really. I mean, usually there's some kind of there's something that we call the beacon, and when they die, it's basically to let us know where they died. It's usually this big white flash of light.
Because there's a reality warping mage that's killing people by pulling other lives of theirs to the current life and killing them.
I will ask if there's a book of record of life or something to that effect, or record of death that's kept in the city.
I mean, everybody that dies, we do have them on file. I wouldn't be called a book though. It'd be like mountains of filing cabinets.
What do the pages look like?
They're very bureaucratic, so imagine rich uppity lawyer's office or something.
Large legal triplicate,
Yep.
not old tome looking pages.
No. He looks over at you, Vic, and he's like, well, I'm glad you're here. I kind of need to talk,
How
and I
is
think that
how
might be a
is
good place to cut.
oh I was gonna say how is Evangeline?
We will find out next game.
Damn it! I want to take him back up there and find out what that threat is. Does the color have any significance?
Maybe.
Give me a
I would-
one-sentence description of what the Umbra is.
Spirit Realm.
Okay. Would you say that's equivalent to the Shadow Realm? Because that's how I think of it, but
Yeah.
I would say the first thing we
Um.
went to with the hotel would be. But didn't you say the Umbra has multiple layers?
Yes.
Yeah, you have a Preumber, which is like a shadow realm. It's a
Mhm.
reflection of our world that's slightly askew based off of the
Emotions.
emotions of it.
okay.
Like I've described before, like if you have a driveway and as a kid you used to skateboard down that driveway and it was like the longest driveway ever because as a 3-year-old that felt huge. It feels like a big ramp. But as an adult, that's like, I don't know, 10 steps. Um, when you go into the Umbra, that driveway is long. That driveway is your childhood memory. As but in the real world, yeah, it's
Yeah.
just 10 steps down.
Or like if you go to a place of like homelessness and depravity and hopelessness, the surrounding areas will be corrupt and twisted and run down, and there might be some Bane spirits running around.
Okay.
and and it's very chicken and eggy there. We're not exactly sure. Is it the Banes that are in the area that's siphoning off these people's hope or good emotions that's causing this place to run down, or is the place running down summoning the Banes?
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted a brief explanation for Twitch chat because
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's like that's the Shadow Realm, and then it goes a lot deeper. And right now, where they're at, they're in the Deadlands. This is where
So
people go when they die.
the best way I can explain it, is, think of like D&D, where you have the Shadow Realm, and then you have the actual outer realms, the far realms. There's actual worlds or realms that are
Don't you have
deeper
to?
into the Umbra.
Don't you have to like pierce the veil or whatever
Well,
the
that's to get from the
charge
material
thing?
realm to the actual Umbra, and then there's other barriers to pass
I
deeper.
thought there was a further divider, or maybe that was just a Matt Mercer thing. But the
Oh,
realms where the gods lived, there was like
Oh yeah, well
an
that's for D&D.
actual like a
yeah. Sorry, we were
field.
talking about the veil that's exists here in the world of darkness.
It's
Yeah,
called the
yeah.
Gauntlet. But at the same way that you have the close realm, which is like your pre-Umbra, and then you have deeper realms, and those are actual entities of themselves.
Mhm.
Like you
okay.
have one that is uh, Pangea, pretty much. Different back in the day where things were dinosaurs still roamed the earth. You have the basically Valhalla. You have a realm of war. That's all they do is they fight.
Yep.
And technically, the digital web exists in its own realm.
Hmm.
There's debate between the werewolves and mages on if it is sharing a realm or if it is actually its own realm. But that's for players to find out.
Okay. All right. Where are we gonna assume Sonny was?
Sleeping.
Okay, that sounds good.
He's old.
He's clutching the penny. Just
Yeah,
He's
he's
just like
clutching his
this. He sleeps like this.
penny.
All right. I am going to quit streaming. Anything else we want to capture? We good?
What's the recap?
Recap would be we got back from the hotel. Generally rested a little bit. Um, Trenton went to get some Q. Zen did too and found her base hacked with a weird room that actually seems to exhaust her physically and have an effect on her real world body rather than just her digital world. Yeah. Um, and then I got a text from Trent and popped over literally and found out that we needed to help Vic with um, dying people in Walmarts. So we went to Pike's Place and I played video games and they had some brouhaha moments where they met some weird overlord of death that has no respect for books.
Gotcha. And they went to it was the Westlake Center Mall.
Westlake Center Mall. Okay.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything?
Nah, I think you kind of covered it. Oh, we got to talk about Violet. Responded to your text, and she asked, "How are you still alive?"
Yeah, she gave me the same answer he did. So
Yep.
that's making me
Was Violet
think that
your
they're tied
apprentice?
together. Do what?
Was Violet your apprentice?
No.
Okay.
No.
Violet was the sister of the guy who went splat right next to me in like one of the first games.
One of the guys that went splat.
Yeah, it apparently is a theme. This
He
now
was
I'm
the guy
starting
that
to wonder if
fell from the 5th floor.
Gravity, man, always getting you down.
I know that's why I started playing with it.
All right, cool.
Vic, was there anything we missed from your character?
No.
Okay.
Just
Other
a
than
lot of
Eve sending
confusing
you
stuff.
47 text messages.
All right.
Okay, say goodnight, chat.
Night, chat.
No,
Good
Chad.
night, chat.